Everyday situations can slip out of control in a single moment. Sometimes it is useful to observe them from the outside, say through the eyes of surveillance cameras. You are watching the Eternity Lab channel, the laboratory of ever-relevant content. Today we will look at a selection of incredible moments captured on security cameras. So, let us go.
Eternity Lab.
Is it not obvious that a pyramid made of glass is not the best idea? One should not hope it will stand like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. When people say that someone wriggles like a snake on a frying pan, it sounds too abstract. Here is a perfectly concrete example. The sausage seems to be alive and unwilling to be fried. Untimeliness is an eternal drama. Why did the universe arrange it so that first there was the homeowner's long, painstaking work, and only then came the gratter passing by? Why could it not be the other way around? Apparently, overly thorough cleaning is the worst enemy of good results. Too much cleaning agent turns the apartment into a skating rink. It seems the plates were washed with the same agent used for the floor, since they are slipping right out of one's hands. The street in front of the house has likely been cleaned by the same woman. A supermarket is like a computer game with obstacles. Of course, there were bottles instead of soft donuts. Casual conversation between a teacher and students is not always achieved by easy means. Just imagine if they were speaking as equals. Also, keep in mind, walls have not only ears, but also eyes. Why did he leave so fast? Could he not find the correct size? Perhaps he forgot his bank card at his den. In the famous Russian fairy tale, bears asked who had been sleeping on their beds and eating from their bowls. This looks like yet another inspection. It turned out that befriending a bear is not so difficult. You can treat him with apples or leave something for a late night snack. Then he will allow you to pet him. It is good that this house has narrow doors. The dog, of course, also helps, but if you leave your trash by the entrance, the scenario will keep repeating itself. This dog lives at the second-hand shop next door and works as a supplier of goods. It just did not have time to return for the other pair. You cannot fool a hunting dog's instinct. Somewhere around here there is definitely a burrow, and an eye is sticking out from it. If you often feel in a bad mood, consider getting a pet. It will cheer you up and chase away the blues. And with the arrival of this pet in the house, they forgot what boredom is. There is a well-known saying, do not dig a hole for someone else, or you will fall into it yourself. We can rephrase, do not put up barriers against a dog unless you want to end up in its situation.
You good?
Remember, only a terrible scream can help drive unwanted furry guests off your property. Strange that the young man did not try this method immediately. The dogs that ended up in the truck bed were probably disappointed. They missed the chance to prove their usefulness. If you have intelligence, then you will have a free personal transfer with a driver. Another one who loves to ride for free. An original decoration, a Christmas tree cat. It is a shame they did not manage to take a picture in time. And a cat can scare you half to death. Her specialty is the element of surprise. It appears that his reflexes may rival a cat's. Cat's house. This smart piece of furniture will allow you to relax in peace. He simply wanted to take his owner's spot. The scheme is well rehearsed and works every time. And in general, who is the real boss here? Anyone who chose this profession made the correct choice.
Rabbit! No. Rabbit, what are you doing?
He only wanted to climb onto the television. He has done the math. It works every time. And in fact, who is the mistress worried about more, the cat or the TV? Hey, come play with me. I was bored all day. If your kitty wants to frolic at night, take him to your job for at least one day. classic case proving that nothing lasts forever, not only under the moon, but even under the ceiling. Soon schools will teach the technique of dealing with orders, so that if an employee is absent, you can engage in self-service. When everything around you is shaped geometrically square, it means plenty of sharp corners that can visually mislead you. The last flight of stairs turned out to be the shortest and the hardest. A lovely start to your day off. In China, they call this place the Cursed Staircase. It clearly harbors some nasty trick, a hidden step cunningly disguised to play a cruel joke on you. So if you want to become famous, move forward and only forward. Here you are on the screen. When you step outside, be ready for anything, so say the samurai, and that is how they live. One awkward move and your reputation at work is literally soaked. In such instances, they say he got caught under a hot hand. On this quiet evening, there has been a small upheaval in the family. For someone, even climbing a few steps is as hard as conquering Mount Everest, which has to be repeated over and over. They say all you have to do is stretch out your hand and somebody will answer and take a step toward you. In reality, it looks like this. Whoever installed the emergency alarm button in that spot clearly underestimated the likelihood of such a scenario. When a coach promises you goodies for good performance, do not get your hopes up. Maybe he meant these ones. Now we will understand the difference between dock, which was the intention, and cast off, which is the outcome. Continuing the pun, they also managed to hide all traces in the water. Typically, these guys do yoga at home first, splits, handstands. Experience shows that on the next breaking and entering, having a good stretch does not hurt. Probably to get on this temperamental elevator, you have to politely ask the elevator spirit not to joke around. The residents who have lived in this building for a long time have learned all its pranks. You do not have to dive straight into the thick of things. You can try going around the edge. This pile of liquid concrete is not an art installation, but somebody's negligence. The deck is the best dance floor to showcase your talents and test your sense of balance. We do not know what caused the aquarium's patience to snap. Maybe it got upset that people look at the television more often. Clear sign of a workaholic. She needs a vacation under palm trees. The young lady is so used to spending most of her time at work that she forgot how to get into her own apartment. She was apparently using her key card at work more often than her actual door key.
Ja, getting in on that,
Here's what customer care looks like. The pet is given affection and the parcel is hidden safely. Delivering to someone what they need, but bringing trouble on yourself. Apparently, that is this fellow's fate. He will have to tell his boss that the pole stepped toward him. Now we have revealed the secret of why your desserts arrive flattened. Yet another attempt, proving it is a consistent pattern. Like a wild horse throws off its rider, a vehicle can go insane and turn into a merry-go-round. For a drift to be controlled rather than forced, put on your winter tires on time. It seems that several options have become unavailable simultaneously. You cannot switch off the gate, cannot move the car, cannot free your arm from the gap. All it would have taken was a simple glance to make sure the car was fully in the courtyard. They promised to do the job quickly and cheaply. Basically, they did not lie. It did not even take a minute. Feel the difference? It looks like the driver assumed the load would bend itself around the corner. This yacht is trained in autonomous parking. It even remembers its own spot. Shall I wash just the exterior, or do you want the interior as well? And the exterior and the interior, and wash the washer as well. The key point is to warn people about reversing, and the road should clear by itself. Do not worry, everything is fine. On Monday mornings, he always leaves like that. The combine harvester allowed the surveillance camera to get a closer look. The hose could not take it and deserted its post, interrupting the leisurely, almost meditative repair work. While you sleep, genuine wonders happen in the parking lot. A sinkhole might appear and swallow your car. If you are worried that your vacuum cleaner has burned out, take a look at what happens to larger machinery. The helicopter literally lost its head. It seems the architect of this villa was also a clairvoyant. He knew this would happen and built the pool in just the right spot. That is all for today. You have been watching the Eternity Lab channel, the laboratory of ever-relevant content. Subscribe and watch our previous episodes.